Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday. As you can see where I am, it's super sunny. So once this is done, have a bit of lunch, gonna head out there and enjoy the beautiful sunny Sunday. So it's Candace here, independent epicure consultant and meal prep whiz, and I'm about to get started on my meal prepping for this week and trying out new products as well since we just launched our new season on Friday, the May the 1st. So it's super great. We have a beautiful new catalog. Anyone wants their own, let me know. I can mail you out. Hi, Kathy. One. But otherwise, today we're gonna just jump right in and try out a few new things. So let's get started. So first off, we're gonna get some rice going in my multi-purpose steamer, and this is just going to go in the microwave. So I like having some rice or quinoa or something, just a few cups set aside. Morning, Vinny. Just so that if we want to make a quick stir fry or add a little bit of something to like a nourish bowl or a curry or anything, it's already cooked and done, and I don't have to wait 20 minutes for it to be cooked and then wait for it to cool before I can throw it into a stir fry, blah, 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 you know, all that. So this is part of why I like the meal prep. If it's already done, it's super easy to make quick lunches and away we go. So I'm going to use this. So it's 1.5 cups of rice to 3 cups of water in a multi-purpose steamer, 10 minutes in the microwave, then let it cool and away we go. So using multi-purpose steamer and my adorable little prep bowls, which I love. And then I'm gonna actually season it. So 3 cups, so it's about 4 teaspoons of chicken broth. You can use any broth you like, or you can use any seasoning you like, but if you're gonna do it, you may as well season it up. And I thought today I'd add actually a little bit of heat, so I'm gonna put in some, if I can find the lid, chili flakes and garlic into the rice. Not a lot. If you're not into heat, don't do this one. But a good one would be lemon dilly. That's pretty awesome. For rice, of course, we need water. 1, 2, 3. All right. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask at any time. Post away. What are you guys doing this Sunday after you're done here? Are you going out? Are you going to go enjoy the sun? Go for a social distance walk? Because that's kind of what we're going to do. All right, into the steamer, lid on. Done. There you go. That'll just come out. I'll set it aside, and then when it cools, I'll put it into a container that I can throw into the fridge, which would be like my meal prep bowls. Oh, you got online today? Cool. Very good. Okay, so next I'm actually going to is I've already got the oven going. I got chopped up chicken breasts here. I'm going to just season them. And this will be, again, something we can easily make a quick lunch with. So, for example, the rice, some chicken, some veggies, and then there is a quick little either stir fry or a quick little nourish bowl that we could have any point in time in the week. So I know we're all working from home. Well, we're working from home, I should say. I and Vic are working from home. So it should be easier to make meals, but what ends up happening is you tend to forget that you know what I mean? You get so busy working, you forget, and then this is perfectly wise. So this is great even for busy entrepreneurs who are home all the time and kind of get stuck in front of whatever it is you're doing and forget to make some meals. So if you have the base set aside, it would literally be easy for you to toss in a wok or in a frying pan or in the microwave and warm up your food, and away you go. And at least then you know it's good for you, it's balanced, you made it, and you know what's in it, right? So what we're going to actually use is one of this season's comeback seasons. That would say that 3 times fast. Piri. So this one came out last year. It's been a favorite of many. So It's got sumac, paprika, onion, cayenne spices, garlic, sea salt, herbs, and organic lime. And you just put a little bit on. I will just mix it about a little bit. There we go. I don't know if I want it. Ah, screw it. I don't care. I'll just touch it. And wash my hands afterwards. Okay, so there we go. Put as much or as little as you want on, and then toss it into the oven and let it do its job while you're off doing other things, right? At least then it don't have to worry about it. If it's on a frying pan on the stove, you don't have to watch it. You just throw it in and it's done. These are actually our quarter sheet pans, by the way. They come in a set of 2, and they came out last year as well. But what came out new this year was our bacon roll to go in it. So if you have our big sheet and you have a bacon roll, this is exactly the same except for the little quarter sheets, which is super cool. Okay, I'm gonna say 10 minutes. That's fine because the rice is about 7, so I'll just watch it from that point in time. Okay. The fun thing about that quarter sheet bacon roll thing is it actually sold out already. It was that popular and wanted by everybody, which is what the awesome thing about telling head office how much you love things, is that they'll be prepared for it. So it's been a historic kind of thing that's happened over the last little bit, especially since when we launched May 1st, it was both Canada and US combined, so there's no more separation. It's one catalog. The prices are all on there. We all have the same product. No one needs to be all like, well, is that Canadian or US? It's all cool. And we are booming in the US as well. More and more consultants are joining. More and more people are getting Epicure in the kitchen, so it's pretty cool. So certain things come in and go out really quickly, and then they'll be back because they're loved. It's the same thing kind of happened in January when we had the 3-in-1 spoon scenario where it went and all that. So yeah. Okay, so the rice is going, the chicken is going. I'm now going to go to another new product that I want to try. Is simply better baked beans. I'm going to do it on the stove top because I do have the microwave going already. So I'm just going to grab our pot. Multi-purpose pot, and what it says is actually it makes 8 cups. So whisk together the seasoning, 3/4 cup of water, 1 can of crushed tomatoes, half a cup of molasses, and 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and 4 cans of pinto beans. So I do not have 4 cans of pinto beans. What I'm going to do is actually 1 can of chickpeas and 1 can of kidney beans. So I'm going to cut this recipe in half. On that note, I'll be right back. Forgot my canned chickpeas. So that's the thing about us being home and getting your keeping your pantry stocked up. We've actually gone through quite a bit of beans. So I'm just going to cut this in half and make only what it says on that point. So there we go. All right. So I need scissors. Seasonings. And let me see about what half of that is. Whew. Definitely has strong smell. Oh, I don't know if you can smell that, but you can't smell that. I can smell that. Smell-o-vision needs to come, right? So about half of that. There we go. Save the rest for later. All right, so then half of and some more water. There's the tomato sauce. Okay, so it says rinse. Oh, and vinegar and molasses. I totally forgot the vinegar. Okay. And vinegar. And I don't need a half a cup of molasses. Just need 1/4 cup. Sticky molasses. Okay, so I think I got everything in there. You have to bear with me. This is the first time I'm making it, so I will be doing the same as anyone else. So we're only going to do half. So half a So half the water, half the seasoning, half the crushed tomatoes, half the molasses, half the vinegar, and then I'm going to do 2 cans of the pinto beans. But it says before I do that, because I'm doing the stovetop version, is cook the sauce for medium heat for 5 minutes covered, and then I put in the beans and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Okay, while that's going, I will open up the cans of beans and rinse and drain them. Anybody out there left-handed? Other than just me? So being left-handed and using can openers, I've tried all the fancy ones and done everything. It ends up being better for me to buy the cheap ones from the dollar store. Not these ones, the ones that are the little metal ones. And just go through that every couple of years. Because no matter what, if I've got to put my hand on it like this, I end up destroying the mechanism on it. All right. Rinse in the bean. All right, so they're rinsing. And then I'll just add that in once that simmers for 5 minutes. Okay, so that's done. We've done that. We've done that. All right, let's check on our rice. A minute. Chicken. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, so you're a lefty? Yeah, so what do you do about your can openers? Because I kill them. That's just what I do, right? Okay, so next is actually, what I am going to do is prepare some fish for our lunch. I'm not going to actually cook it now, but when we have our lunch, I will we'll eat it. So what I want to do, I got some white fish in a bowl. I'm just going to actually chop it up a little bit and make it into like patties. So it's kind of a take on what Jamie Oliver does with his recipe. So he takes like salmon and chops it all up into different sizes, like some rough and some small, really skinny or really tiny pieces or whatever, and then squishes it all together with some seasoning and stuff. For some reason this fish doesn't want to cut today. I may have not grabbed my sharpest knife. All right. So then, literally, I'm just going to put some seasoning on it, and we really like the mango lassi. Oh yeah, I love fish patties. So yeah, so I'm going to use mango lassi. You could use lemon dill, you could use anything, but this one actually is really good on the fish, especially the white fish. And then I'm just going to squish it all together and make some patties. And then these will set up for our lunch. So I'll just throw them into the fridge on our other pan, and then we'll just pan fry them slow when we're ready to eat. Just because, well, we like it fresh patty. So there we go. So that was 2, 1 Victor size and 1 my size. All right, hold on to that. The rice says it's done. Alright. So, going to do, just make sure again. Okay, so this is the rice. What I'll do once it cools a little bit, I will stir it all up so all the seasonings go all over the place. But pretty much that's done. The sauce is ready for me to add the pinto beans to. Yeah. So I got, well, I don't pinto beans, sorry, kidney beans and chickpeas. Okay, mixed it all up. Now I'm just gonna let it simmer for 10 minutes. So turn the heat down, lid back on. Timer, and there we go. All right, so I'm gonna continue on with my fish, making the next patties. Did anybody have any questions or anything? No, the rice doesn't take long. Using the steamer in the microwave cuts so much down. If you have the big one, the multi-purpose one that's back there, it actually can do like a whole chicken too, right? In like half an hour. So get it all cooked in the microwave, ready to go. And then the last few minutes, you just throw it into the oven to brown it, obviously, right? So, you know, you put it on broil, throw it in for 5 to 10 minutes or so, and then you can have your Sunday roast chicken kind of idea anytime, any day of the week. So it's super fast. You can actually make multiple layers of food. So at the bottom, you could put your protein and your veggies on top using the tray. The tray is actually really good for making like bacon as well in the microwave. You can do quinoa, your rice, all of our meal solutions you can do right in it. So like the mac and cheese, the butter chicken, the curries, and do it right in the microwave if you're good with that. Okay, so that's chopped up. Again, some more of the mango. And then I'm just gonna squish it all together and make a couple more patties. If you're not a hands person, you could just done it all in the bowl, but I'm okay with touching fish. I grew up on the East Coast. So again, one slightly larger for my husband, and then a couple of smaller ones. Okay. Just gonna throw all that into the sink so that's out of the way. And move on to the next thing. Which I've forgotten what I was gonna do next, but that's all right. Okay, all right, so the fish patties are set up. I'm just gonna toss them into the fridge. And another option is if you're not a mango lassi person or like into curry and stuff for your fish, the salmon rub would have been yummy, or the chicken rub would have been great, or as I said, lemon dilly or anything like that. Parsley, you got some nice fresh herbs around, chop up some fresh herbs, throw those in, whatever you got. But literally, Jamie Oller's simple fish patty is like really good because it's simply just fish, no fillers or anything like that, and whatever seasoning you want, and then go ahead and pan fry them and away you go. It is easy. It's super easy. That's the thing. That's why I love this stuff. Okay, so another taste test. This is our taste test for actually this month of May. Ooey Gooey Queso. So this one is not vegan, obviously, because it has dairy in it. But today I've been working on protein, so. But understand, if anybody is watching this who's vegetarian, vegan, or trying to be more plant-based, you could done all this with your plant-based protein, and you don't have to do it with like the chicken and fish that I'm doing it with. It can be vegetables, it can be anything that you like. It's just seasoning and spices. But this one here particularly, definitely not for a vegan. Okay, so literally it has a really low amount of everything in it. Anyway, it's super fast. In a large microwavable bowl, mix together with 1.5 cups of milk, microwave at high for 5 minutes. Halfway through, you whisk it again, and then stir in a cup of grated cheese. So I have cheese already grated. I'll put that aside, and we'll use another container because it says start it first. Oh, you can see all the peppery stuff and things. So it's got cheddar cheese. It does have some a bit of cornstarch and buttermilk solids, and some onion, red bell pepper, ancho peppers, chili powder, with spices and garlic, green bell peppers, tomato, and spices. All right, So it says 1.5 cups of milk. So obviously I don't have real milk here because we don't do that. I try to be dairy free. Today I'm not. 1.5 cups of milk. So 1.5. And I'll grab my whiskey. And just whisk it up. And in the microwave it said for 5 minutes. So, but it said stir halfway. So what I'll just do is like two minutes, stir, and then put the rest on for the 3 minutes. And then you add in the cheese. Then you add in the cheese at that time. So that's what we're gonna do. Again, seriously need smell-o-vision because that smells actually really good, the beans one. Okay, so halfway through I'm going to stir in the cheese and then let it finish up and we're good. All right, so do that over there so I don't forget. Don't do that. The stove is on. I can remember this stuff, seriously. Okay, so what's left is dessert, right? Gotta try dessert. So I'm all out of my bowls. So this is what the hosts get this particular month. Anybody who has a cooking class and is a host will get this plus the prep spoons for half off. And this is our 4-cup prep bowl. So it's just like our little guys, but it's a 4-cup and it comes with the lid and everything just like the little guys do. So super great. So let me see if I can actually mix it all in there. Actually, yeah. Let's not make a mess today. Okay, so there's all the seasoning or the mix for the Chocolatey Temptation cupcakes. And this, we're gonna whisk in again some more almond milk, 1/3 cup of oil, and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Mix it all up, and then I'm gonna actually use our new cupcake pans where they come in a set of 2 and they go in the microwave. So we're gonna actually do it in the microwave once the cheesy one's all done, right? Okay. So, teaspoon of the apple cider vinegar. And a cup of the almond or soy milk. Okay. And the 1/4 cup of oil. Which is, there we go. And then we just mix it all up. And these remind me of actually the depression cake, wacky cake. I grew up calling it wacky cake, but I believe it's also called a depression cake, where you didn't actually use eggs or anything like that. You use just some oil and vinegar and water. I mean, this one at least, you know, is really low in sugar and gluten-free. Okay, so the cheese needs to be mixed, and it is hot. So we can do this. All right, so I'm just going to mix it up first, and then add in the cheese. And then put it in for the rest of the 5 minutes. So literally at 2.5 minutes, give it a whisk, add in the cheese. Another 2.5 minutes. Okay. Timer is also going off for our beans. So these are done. So there we go. Baked beans, all done. Rice, all done. Chicken is almost done. I accidentally had the run on the wrong place, so it's taking a little longer, so I'm going to just turn up the oven. As that kind of happens on some days. Okay. So the brownie mix is already mixed up. It's ready, or not brownie, sorry, the cupcake, what are we calling it? We are calling it the Chocolatey Temptation Cupcake. And it actually is pretty good. And then if you make some chocolate sauce or fudge icing or cream cheese icing and put it on top, it's really good. Okay. So I'm just going to oil up our containers. Use a brush. I'm going to keep washing my hands. So they made these new cupcake containers, so one, you could actually throw them in the oven, microwave, so they're super easy to do that, right, because they're the right thing. They're stackable, and then you can make 2 different kinds at a time, change it up. All right, let's see. I think it says to do it about 2/3 of the way. It might be having to take a bit of out. So admittedly, I haven't tried these pans yet. I just got them on Friday. I did make the wacky cake or whatever, or sorry, the chocolate temptations last week, because I did win one. But I tried it in our cake round pan that goes in the microwave as well, and it turned out really great. It's okay. I'm squishing it down. See who needs a little more. Okay. So they're ready to go. I'll just put them over here. And pull out the cheese because it sounds done. Throw in one and read the instructions again. Okay, so if I'm making in the cupcake one, fill 2/3 of the way and 2 batches, cook it high for 2.5 minutes, let rest for 5 minutes, and then away you go. All right, so 2.5 minutes. Okay, first one's in. Chicken is almost done. Okay, so we got some delicious, can you see with me stirring that? Yeah. Queso, cheese, dip. Awesome for some making your own chips if you wanted, or buying some chips or some Tostitos. If you have like pita wraps, like these kind of idea. If you cut them all up into little pieces, like little triangles, and throw them into the oven on one of your sheet pans with a little bit of oil and your favorite seasoning, about 10 minutes in, you have your own little pita chips. What we're going to do with this is with some vegetables like carrots and celery and all that. We'll eat it with that, so it's a great dip. This is also great to do right before for your meal prepping Sunday for your week. Make up some dips and sauces and stuff. That way, you'll go for you're eating your veggies as a snack, and you can have a little bit of this with it. That kind of idea. So there we go. That's done. Once it cools, put the lid on it, put it in the fridge, and warm it up when we need it, or eat it for lunch, whatever we're feeling like. So there we go. I feel like, yeah, that's in essence what I planned on making today. So I got some chicken, I have some fish, I have some simply better baked beans already done. We're making dessert, rice is ready, and vegetables are already done in the fridge. I get a food share, which is fresh vegetables, every 2 weeks. Our next week is this Thursday, so everything was done last week. Carrots, celery, cucumber, lettuce, Brussels sprouts, all that's in there, ready to go to add to any of the meals that I made. So for here, like literally, as I said, I can easily make up different types of stir fries different types of nourishables or Buddha bowls or big fancy salads, whatever you want to call them. One pot wonders. I could make up any of that with a base of what I've made, and away we go. So this will take care of the next couple of days, and then on probably Thursday when I get the new veggies, I will do a few days as well and just keep moving along. So there we go. So we made the cheese, we made the rice, we made some of the beans, and woo, cupcakes. So cool. All right. First set of cupcakes. So now they just sit and cool for 5 minutes, and then they're good to go. I'm gonna put the next one in. I should use that for. And do that. There we are. Done. There you go. Yes, the catalog's online. I will post a link for you if you want on here, and you can go ahead and grab it. What time is it? Okay, so whatever. I have no idea what time it is. I'm really not good with that stove. So what I'm also going to do, because I am joining the Epic Life 90-Day Challenge again for May to June and July, is get everything written down. And I do this anyways, whether I'm part of the program or not, because it helps with both of us knowing what's going on for the week, so we don't come out and go, what's for dinner, what's happening. I'll put it here. And then a couple days, I might put a couple days in advance on a whiteboard or something and put it onto the fridge. If you're not having a whiteboard or a chalkboard, a piece of paper, print it out or write it all out and have it on the fridge. It helps you and your family or yourself, everyone, get rid of the what's for dinner question, because it's right on your fridge and you know what you have and you know to pull stuff out. It's kind of like a good way of being mentally prepared for the day. Normally you wake up in the morning, you make yourself a tea or a coffee, you're in here in the kitchen and you could check what's on the fridge or what's on your list and see what you're having for that day, and then you will know whether or not you need to pull it out of the fridge or the freezer, to defrost. So say you got some chicken portioned away, you go ahead and pull it out so it defrosts and you wait at that. And so maybe some veggies, who knows, mushrooms, if you got frozen mushrooms, trust me, pull those out in the morning, let them defrost, all the water will come out of them, give them a good squish, and you can go ahead and cook with them. We don't normally do that. Oh, awesome. My Sunday nights, great. So there you go. And yeah, prepare your week. You kind of know where you're doing all day, what's happening. If you have this done, this means that this is not on your mind, right? It's a stress-free kind of day. So you're kind of thinking about, well, food, yep, it's right there. I grab it, I go. I don't have to stress about what decisions to make to what to eat, because it's already ready for you, either portioned out, planned, made, doesn't matter. It's all there. And that's a lot of our stress every day, is that we're constantly making decision after decision after decision, whether it's just, am I going to wear a black top today or a white top, right? So if you can eliminate your choices or options that you have, it makes it easier. But also if you've already prepared for it, then it's even easier, right? All right, the last set. Done. So it's just my chicken that I accidentally put on the wrong heat. Oh, do you want an example of how easy this stuff pops out? I dropped it and you can see, it just slides right out. All right. Okay. There we go. Chickeny. The piri chicken, all done. And off, and off. Okay. So if you had any particular questions for me, or have anything that you're didn't make sense to you, or have questions, feel free to message me anytime. DM me, post in the comments here, and I will get back to you with any questions that you might have. Otherwise, it's a beautiful sunny Sunday here, and I hope it is where you are, and I hope you're going to go out and social distantly enjoy your day. Have have a beautiful Sunday, and I hope to hear from you all. Take care, everyone. Bye, Kathy, Vinny, Lisa. I can't remember who else to join, but there you are. And I will post what recipes I used, yeah, where you can grab it if you're interested in grabbing any and having some at home. Have a great day. Oh, and if this is something you'd like to do, I would love to help you get that, whether it's having your own cooking class where I can virtually cook, you and your friends chat on Zoom, ask me questions, have some fun, you get stuff for free, and you get to share delicious clean eating with your friends, which is a beautiful thing, right? And if you want to do that yourself, you want to do what I'm doing, right now is an awesome time. May I can offer 20% off because I brought someone on, well actually a couple people on in April, so I get to share the 20% discount with anybody who's interested in May. And even if you were a past consultant and concerned about the timeline of when you can join, that is waived this month too as well. So it's an awesome time to come and be an Epicure consultant and come join our team and be a part of this community and share delicious clean food with people. So there you go. Have an awesome day, everybody. Bye-bye.